It's showtime. Welcome, everybody. Oh, I made it. I made it just barely. Y'all mind, really? Like, who are you talking to? There ain't nobody here. I see Paul was the first one in here. Howdy, howdy, Paul, Brian, Mike Birch. Uh, let's see. We got Bev. We got Palm Mom. How you doing? Woods Bound. Uh, so for all of you that was in David's live last night, if I missed saying hi to you, I apologize. I was trying to talk to my kiddo at the same time. Um, she's just life is starting to get to her a little bit, so I had to tighten her up a little bit, and you know how that goes. Uh, Come on. Oh, Renee, how's it going? Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's my old friend Renee, I think. Um, so anyway, uh, yeah, you know how that is. Life's just happening. So I've been most of the day with Big Joe trying to get him a bunch of trim and all his baseboard and stuff for his windows and stuff like that. Plus, getting to had to stop at the grocery store and pick up a couple other things. There's Judy and Janice and Ray Castillo. Uh, Actually, Ray, I am having a pretty good day. I am just whooped. Tiny Bubbles, what did I win? You won the grand prize. I don't know what the grand prize is yet. They ain't told me yet. There's Selena. What's happening? It's Tracy. All right. Welcome, welcome. And Journey with Grace. How's it going out your way? It is trying to dry up. At least I don't have any mud puddles in the driveways or anything right now. So it's been drying up, but we got a bunch more rain coming in tonight. There's Judy and Terry Knight. Yeah, well, it was supposed to be like 90% tonight and then rain most of the day, but now it's only like 80% for like 30 minutes and then it drops down to 50 and 60 for a couple hours, then it's done. Back roads 82. So yeah, it's hopefully it's going to be dry and we're going to get over there to David's tomorrow. I just sent David a text and said we're still on for tomorrow. Now Tracy is going to come down and help me go get the posts for the gates. So that's going to be very cool. And try and get the posts set up and get them in here soon. I'll have to get David over here with his big auger to dig those holes. Melvin and Donnie, what's happening? There's Neil and let's see, Reverend Joe, what's happening? And Shirley Wells. Anyway, I can't remember what his name was. I got it in the email here. And yes, I've been doing research about the headstone for your dad. So just bear with me a little bit. I haven't forgot you. I've been looking into different places that help with those kind of things. So, I believe we can find somebody if you just be a little patient. Fly over Urban Garden. What's happening? Yeah, thank you very much. I'm feeling a little wore out, to be honest with you. Like I'm just tired. Doing Joe's floor. When I got up this morning, y'all, the backs of my legs and my butt cheeks were sore. Like man, so I got to start working some of those parts of my body out a little bit more than what I'm used to doing. So it was man, it's bad when it's not even comfortable to sit down on a chair. You know what I mean? uh, oh, your mom's husband is in hospice. Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Pauline. Actually, they're doing great. I just seen them go by on the camera, picking Shorty up from school. I guess it's that time of day. Yeah, yeah. I guess it would be 5 o'clock. Um, it's pretty sad. I've been doing this for a year now, and I still had to look at the time. Remember what time it was? uh, Janice Bullum. Oh man. So yeah, it's been one of them kind of last couple of days. Just been tiring, wore me out. So I was sitting here just a while ago. Goes to see his friends for a few days and comes back with a sore butt. I don't care who you're there. That right there's funny. It's like, want to go camping? uh, and there's some of you that will get that joke, and there's some of you that won't. And I'm not explaining it on here. So, yeah. There's Tony. What's happening? Run the break? Oh yeah. So yeah. Oh, that's too funny. Jan's in here. I miss Jan. Simply Jan. I miss my buddy. Uh, I don't even see her. I didn't even see her in here. She popped in on me. Simply Jen, or unless she's in her, and there she is. Okay, so y'all must be getting the chat faster than I am tonight for some reason. You know, it's funny because I got it this morning and the internet was really slow. It's like, you know, I don't know what was going on with that. And pardon, what's happening? Nigel, what's happening? I am Nigel. I'm trying my best to keep well. Man, like I said, I got to start working out different parts of my body. I've been trying to keep this upper part worked out here lately because of my back bothered me so bad. So, you know, neglecting the bottom parts, you know, from the waist down. So now I guess now I got to work on that a little bit. You know, I've just been kind of tired lately. I mean, I guess I don't know what it is. Just maybe not getting enough sleep at night or what have you. It is what it is. There's Rick. What's happening, man? Rick, by the way, we are coming up to see you this week. Probably Thursday, if that's okay. How do witches fly in strong winds? I don't know. 24 lightning strikes coming your way. Uh-oh. No, hopefully not our way. Hopefully these mountains will keep that away from us. They take off the knickers and stick to the broom. Stanley York Sr., what's happening? Jonesy, good night, mate. Is it starting to warm up yet down there, Jonesy? Hopefully. Had to get a couple of these Advil in me, yo, or ibuprofen, whatever they are. It's yeah. Jan said they've had rain all day. Yeah, I seen where y'all all the north is getting that rain, and they were talking about it's possibly come south down to here, but it's been nice here all day, pretty much. It was a little cloudy this morning, but the sun's been out, and you know we got a nice little breeze out there. So, and it's 87 degrees outside. Feels like temps 98, so 47 in England. Oh man, now, I couldn't live someplace where it's cold even in the summertime. That ain't right, man. You know, it's like living in Antarctica where you just snow all the time. I couldn't do it. What was that, Pauline? You need vitamin D3, good for the bones. Yeah, actually just need some I need a massage is what I need because it was all that, you know, being on my knees, and then you know how when you sit on your knees your toes kind of fold backwards like that, you know, because you can sit on your toes, and yeah, that and all those muscles in my legs and my butt cheeks that's what's hurting. Your body heat actually caused condensation in your bedroom. Damn. Yeah, Judy hasn't gotten much rain either down there, so yeah. No, Stanley, I've been running hard here trying to make sure this dirt work was covered so I could get this done. And hang on, let me just call David back. That was David calling me. Let me let him know I am live. I'm live. So anyway, Lanny Houston. Hello, hello. So yeah, anyway, that's what I've been working on now. I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. I mean, I got the paint sitting there. It's I just got to get it out and do it, yo. I figure that's going to be one of them projects when it's you know, when it's getting a lot closer to fall. I can set it up inside the shop and work on it, and that way I can sand off some of the rust and you know and get it done that way. I'd prefer to do it that way and do it a little bit better. And I've even got primer out there and what have you. And I really want to sand some of the fenders as well, and maybe even pop a little few of the dents out. There's Auntie Anne. Barbecue chicken legs, deviled eggs, and carrots. Well, the chicken, well, I could deal with all that as long as it's not all in one. uh, I love deviled eggs, y'all. I can sit in bed. You can make up a couple dozen deviled eggs, and I can sit and eat on that all day. Uh oh, Paul dreamed about you last night. Paul having bad dreams about you, the Smurf. Yeah, we know you can't tag. Look at that, Jonesy, popping up that membership. Time is flying by. 21 months. That is awesome, Jonesy. Thank you so much. Uh, can't make a plan if you're live. I know, right? But look at there, y'all. Y'all say hi to David. Right there he is. Uh, so I know I got it, but you got it. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. Sometimes I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. There's Rockin' Ranch. What's happening? So Rockin' Ranch, he's been kicking it up there. He's my Jersey buddy that moved out here from New Jersey. He's also the one that helped me put up the carport out here, for those of you who don't know who he is. So I have never had bad dreams if Auntie Anne's involved. Yeah. Well, that depends on defining bad. So, oh man. But at least that little bit of rain greened up all the grass. What little bit of grass I got out there, it greened it up real nice. But now it's just gonna make it grow and moat, so I gotta mow it. But that's all right. I don't mind. I'll be so happy next year when I can start growing a bunch of that grass out there and getting that done. But don't worry, David. I'll call you when we're done with the live here. We'll make a plan for that. I plan on getting up early and getting over there to the fuel. Let's get out before husband gets home. I gotta run. Just wanted to say hello, Gary. I'm not here to give massage and deviled eggs. Oh man, well you're just taking all the fun out of that. And don't run, walk. It's a lot more fun. You get to enjoy it more. Because I always say, if you show me a runner, I'll show you a strange person with a thing for pain. David Muffet, what's happening? Charlene Grady. Let me scan back down. It jumped on me, y'all. Right? Tell him. You tell him, Pauline. All right, man. Man, it jumped way down. I didn't realize how far back I was. Outback Tasmania. Okay, now I think I'm caught back up. Everybody saying hello. All right. So that's pretty much what we got going on this week. And yeah, like I said, I do want to paint the tractor. I think that's going to be a good thing to get her done. Just right now is not a good time, especially as dusty as it has been. Yeah, that rain kind of settled things out, but it's been so dusty that right now, if I was to try and paint it, it would be like, and with all the humidity, it probably would turn out crappy, and I don't want to do that. Running is like a fast walk for me now, right? That's funny. So anyway, that's the plan there. I want to get up there and get the posts so I can get this fence in. I really want to be able to let the dogs out here soon. There's oops, it flew by me again. Looked over, glanced over to check it, and all of a sudden it jumped about 20. Right? Well, yeah, JR, he was texting me, and then I had to text him back, tell him, hey, I was live. There's Shiloh, what's happening? All right, let me catch back up. There's Teresa. Hello, hello. So yeah, it was kind of funny. But we got to make some plans to get over there and do that. But country to coast, somebody stranger I haven't seen in a while. Who let the dogs out? So we'll get that done. Like I said, get the gates in. This way I can let the dogs out. Because I definitely, they're getting, they're getting real good. Because I always let the girls out first, and then I tell Smoke, okay, you got to wait your turn. And then he'll just back up away from the door, and he'll just sit there and wait. And he tries to be patient, but torrential rain right now and high winds. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Wrong mouse. Uh, been losing power. Oh no, man. Well, Rick, y'all stay safe up there. Hopefully that'll just blow by you and not get real bad on you. It's 51 here at the moment in Tossie. In about 4 more weeks, we should be in the 70s. There you go. See, what is it? September? Yeah, it's almost October. About 4 more weeks, it'll probably be in the 70s here too. So, Rick Hardman. Yeah, he's in. No, actually, Rick's more like, I don't know. You can tell him, Rick. You know more about where you at than I do. I'm still trying to figure out where Havana is half the time. I did get a little better tour of Russellville today, though. Big Joe, he had to take care of a few stops through there, so I got to see a part of Russellville today I didn't know existed. So that was pretty cool. All right, so we're caught back up again. Yay! At least mine doesn't fly by like David's. I see how David's lives fly, boy. That chat will just jump on him so fast. You know, he almost got to sit there with a hook and a fishing rod. Let me catch him, reel it back down a little bit. I told you that's why I talk like this sometimes. Oh man. So I'm hooked. I think I'm gonna call it an early bed. Charlie the Tasmanian dog. I like that name. That's pretty cool. Hour northwest of Russellville in the Ozark Mountains. Okay. So now you know. Uh, Man, Brian, along with my 500 other projects before the winter hits, the parts are sitting there. I got half of it sitting right there at the bench. I mean, it's all sitting right there. I just got to do it. A lot of it right now is with all the other things that changed on me, with the VA stuff. So now it's like, um, before it was survival mode to get through the winter. Now it's survival mode and prep mode and the same note, to be able to get through the winter. So that's I guess that's kind of where my priorities are at right now is, like I said, survival and prep mode in the same note. So, all the fun projects are kind of getting put on hold. Like David trying to get that thing moved up there. We know if we don't get it, if we don't get some of that done right now, he's going to be stuck, in the wintertime and not be able to do any of it because ain't neither one of us going to be able to get back in there. I mean, he'll be able to get the little tractor in, but I won't be able to get Bertha back there to help him. So, that's kind of a priority for it. Hi, Monique. Yeah, you definitely got to get some insulation around that RV because I promise you this winter you will hate life. Yeah. So, yeah. And pardon? And, it's just what it is. So, like I said, all the fun projects just got to get put on hold for a little bit. And I'm okay with that, The fun projects are something that can happen this fall, when it's a lot cooler and just before the rain starts and before it gets, horribly cold. Especially now that I got the shop, I can run my propane blast heater in there and put some plastic over those doors, and I can sit in there and tinker, for that matter. So I'm not stressing that. Hopefully by this time next year, I'll have all of this to be able to sit in here and tinker. I'll just be able to roll the truck up in here and the whole 9 yards. So that is pretty much how the plans are changing. Once the house is to a point where I can live in it, I pulled this camper out of this barn, and I'm going to use the barn for the shop instead. And then eventually that will probably just go away. And and I'll just bring everything over here, start setting this up, because this is a lot more room. Put the lift in here, this way it's undercover, and it's plenty high enough to put anything I want in here on top on it, and be able to, run that right now. So thank you, Teresa. Yes, I am definitely working on that. I got an appointment. Was it October 1st? I've got to go see that doctor, and that's the CMP exam for the VA, and I'll be getting that taken care of. And then I've got the other one is through a teledoc, and I think that's on the 10th or something like that. So I'm hoping all of that, just pray everybody that just goes super smooth, and y'all give some send some love there to some prayers. What do they call them? The prayer angels, the prayer warriors out there to Brian's mother-in-law. Make that happen. Since I was 12, feeling that I'm 50s for sure. Guess what, Shiloh? It only gets downhill. It's only downhill from there, so just so you know. I broke this one back a long time ago, and then of course all the wrecks I've been through, it's like, I shouldn't be walking and moving around like I am, but exercise, just like it's like me complaining about my legs being sore. Exercise. I just got to start getting back into it a little bit more. Start doing it. Oh, your mom's husband. I'm sorry, Brian. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Brian knew who I was talking about. Turned 57 last week. Your shoulders are trashed. Well, get them out the trash, man. Or Shirley Welch, what's happening? The Waltons, Miss Judy. Well, hello. So yeah, it's been because I think I'm going to bed early tonight. It ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna call David and call Mike and my other buddy Mike and let's see. After that, I think I'm gonna move my groceries off my couch right there. It's not really groceries, but it's like a couple of little minor things. But I'm gonna move them off the couch and flip me a pillow up there and flip the TV on and chill pill for tonight. Give me some rest for tomorrow, because I am ready just to take a chill pill, y'all. I know tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah, that's gonna be game on again. And then hopefully we won't get any rain for another week, and I can get the rest of this pond dug out here, because you've seen how much it filled up out there. So I want to get it dug, and I want to get that ditch done so that it drains across the road. I don't care if it's it's not like I use that driveway a lot right now anyway. And then this spring it's going to get all rock and everything, so I'm not too worried about that. Right now, I just want to get it down in there so it'll drain from one side of the drive to the other, and let that water get out of there, that excess water to get out of there, and get that other pipe in there. Y'all sent me one of y'all sent me a bunch of that corrugated pipe, and so I can run those in there. And being that there's not really going to be like a lot of heavy traffic on that area for the overflow, I want to get them in the ground, get that buried and smoothed out, and make that happen. You got it. All right. You're very welcome, Jonesy. That is awesome. I'm going to thank everybody else out there, because they're the ones that actually got you there, brother. I just helped you. Give you that little boost, man. And that's what it's all about. That's cool. So he made it before the deadline. That is awesome. Chicken and fish and chips. Nothing wrong with that. There's Alicia. What's happening? Nothing wrong with fish and chips on myself. Still building a horse fence with your neighbor, about 75% done. Weight bearing post every 100 feet. Yeah, that's what you got to do. I've been learning, huh? That's right. From Jersey, you don't have to do that kind of stuff up there, So David, how's life going up there? David Muffet. I know he's about to start getting cold. There's Beverly Garris. I'm having a good day. Yes. And Angela, I am hello, hello. I am having a good day. Uh, so good. Look at there. I didn't even have to put my hair up today. I get to be all hairy and hanging out here with y'all. You can see it was starting to wave up a little bit this morning, and now it's starting to straighten back out. I guess all the humidity out here in the air. But you know, when I was younger, this used to be a lot wavier, and it would do this like all the way down to there. You know, life is going okay. Been in the low 70s all week, and now we're getting your rain. Oh man, that storm is man. From when I was watching Max Velocity a while ago, and that storm was supposed to be huge coming across there, the United States. So there's supposed to be a bunch more of it coming your way too, and hopefully it doesn't get super bad. Uh, the biscuits, I am ready for biscuits and gravy. You know, we don't eat too much of that in the summertime, but in the wintertime, man, there's Shorty. That used to be Shorty and I's ritual on Sunday morning. Get up, uh, flip on the TV, chill out, make sausage, gravy, and eggs, and man, that was our ritual for a long time. Uh, for the back, yeah. Well, Teresa, I don't know what they're going to be able to do for mine. I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it or not. So I don't. I'm not sure. You know, like I said, last time they looked at it, they just said, gave me some ibuprofen and said, suck it up. You know, pretty much. She's like, that's been broke for years and years and years. There's a lot of calcium built up around it. So I don't know. All right, Julia likes the biscuits and gravy, and I make some of the best sausage gravy there is. I'm just gonna brag. Go ahead and brag right now. There's butt nuggets. What's happening, Brett? Papa wheelie, everyone, everybody. We won't do it. We won't do it. It gets much colder, and I'll be making corned beef hash. You make it from scratch? I always wondered what. I thought. I won't say always wondered. I will say I've thought about what's in corned beef hash quite a few times, and then I thought, nah, maybe I really don't want to know after looking at it, you know. But it's really good. I love it. You know, I love frying it up and putting it with with extra potatoes and gravy. Man, I love doing that. Tinned can corned beef. Okay. See, they actually over here, Paul. They actually have corned beef hash in a can. And whoever coined the term corned beef hash, like what do they put corned beef in it, or is it corned beef, or okay? Peace, Pooh Bear, Gary. Are you all? Am I all? Yes, I am doing just grand, Brett. Yeah, you got to come up here and see the place. Uh, don't be a bum. Hit that thumb. Yeah, you got to bring the other half up here and see the place. Come see what we got going on up here, man. See, it's only been 30 minutes in this live, and I feel like I've been here for like 3 hours. She said, "You go home now. You're here for an hour." The girl in Walmart today, she come up behind me, and evidently, and they're behind you, you don't see them, and I was moving one side of the aisle to the other, and I just happened to catch a glimpse of her, of the shadow in front of me, and I seen her going back and forth, so I kept trying to get out of her way, and I told her that I was like, "See, you have 4 hours. Wait on you. Move now. I need to go work." She busted up laughing. Uh, Tornadic activity up there in Michigan yesterday, Grand Traverse area. Okay, yeah, that's some of my old stomping grounds, Grand Traverse area, Traverse Bay, yep, Lake Little and all that. Uh, Hello, Miss Tammy. Howdy, howdy. So, man, see, that's getting bad, you know. So these are the days when you really feel that old stuff. Yeah, Brett, I don't know if you're going to get it down there or not, because it's all moving north of us from what I'm seeing, and now it's the percentage chances just keeps dropping. Like seems like every hour it drops just a little bit more, a little bit more. Uh, so let's see what it's saying right now. if I can get it to do it. My phone's been being stupid as shit. There it goes being stupid again. It's time for a new upgrade. You know, it's been a year, y'all. I swear to God, they make that $100 phones, you know, just to last a year. Yeah, see, all that rain's all north of us now. It's not right now. It's not even close to us, but it's still saying 81%. Now it's saying 81% for 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the night. So up here, you know, we used to say in Florida, you know, if you don't like the weather, give it a few minutes. It's going to change. Up here, no, it's literally it changes every minute. The predictions that change every minute. Anyway. Uh, Brett, I should have reached out to Gary. He's close by. And Wiley is at Mary's a lot. Okay, I missed all that. Oh yeah, Teresa, don't do that then. Let's keep walking. Yeah, I agree with that, Brett. The winds are making it unpredictable. Just because, but you know, it's the mountains up here that change a lot of that. So you know, uh, the mountains and the valleys, the way this works up here, just it's amazing how fast weather changes up here, and how it can just miss a whole section when it you see it coming right at you, and all of a sudden it'll just disappear. You know, we're in what they call the river valley right here, so mountains to the south, mountains to the north. Crazy. They're getting weather right as I do getting for Christmas. Right? Uh, that's funny. You know, I always say weatherman is the only guy in the world that can screw his job up 80% of the time and still get a raise for it. uh, oh, you could have just had him bring it here, David. No big deal. Have him do that. Did you get it? Uh, yeah, David, call me after the live. And then I can, if you haven't fixed it yet, a lot hotter this year. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It just seemed like that kind of normal to me. Roxy Leatherman, caught you late. When did I go for the VA for the physical? I've got the October 1st for that, for the medical part of it, medical doctor, to check on everything. And then I want to say it's the 10th or something like that that I go for. I want to say it's a Wednesday. I'll have to look it up. I got it here somewhere. I got a whole big stack of papers they sent me. So, I mean, you know the military, right? So yeah, I got a big stack of those. I got to go through all that, fill all that out, and get it sent back. But then, like I said, that's a teledoc, so that one's going to be fairly easy there, hopefully. Uh, ruining your chances by sitting in live streams, right? Yeah, but nobody knows he's in his underwear unless he tells them. Besides at his house, he can do what he wants to. He's probably even got his Smurf boxers on, Papa Smurf boxers on today. uh, Dirty South Hopkins, or Hopkins, Dirty South. Good Lord. I'm telling you, my brain is rattled today, y'all. Roxy, what's happening? Hanging out in there like a hair in a biscuit. There's a big wave. What's happening, Kevin? And wearing his tuxedo coat, right? Black boxers with a tuxedo coat. Oh, that's too funny. See, there my phone goes again. Just all of a sudden, just switches the app off and says now it's the internals are not responding for some reason. So okay, there's Net Detective. What's happening? I am in Arkansas. Yep, in Arkansas. That's an interesting net detective. That makes you wonder. Are you a scraper too? I'm keeping. I don't know. Yeah, we're in Arkansas. About I guess you call it Central Arkansas, West Central Arkansas. There's Gypsy Trails, Mr. Randall. What's happening, brother? Trying to scan back down. It got caught up on me. Uh, Lollipop Night. Uh, Paul, you ain't right. There's Patty W. Patty. I'm good. uh, yeah, we can't. We might be friendly up here, but no, we can't go that friendly. Sorry. Well, actually, net detective. I know the banner says farming, but no, I'm not. I'm not the farming. I am more. Um, I like turn junk into gems, basically. Like the buggy. If you'll go back and see, look at some of the other other videos there. I built a buggy out of a four wheeler and a go kart, and built a weight on for the back of my tractor, and I just turned cool stuff into cool or old junk into cool stuff. For example, I'm living in a 100-year-old barn and a camper inside the 100-year-old barn, and have now turned it into a living room, put windows in it, and what have you like that, and doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. So we do a lot of land clearing and what have you. Try to fix a lot of stuff. Try to help you learn how to fix stuff, and pretty much what we do, or what I do, should I say? Well, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Might be Arkansas, but not that kind. That's Arkansas there for just for you. That's what they tell me. It's Arkansas. No, net detective originally from Florida, so moved up here about 18 months ago, and I love it. Love looking at these mountains, and love the slower life, and just a lot more chilled lifestyle. So yeah, really enjoy that. Uh, I used to be old junk. I visited Gary, and now I'm cool stuff. That's right, Rocker. That's right, Scott. uh, uh, is not trying to go. No. who was who was that? David Moffat sent me this thing. He said he tried to get AI to do a picture of me. And I had these long Goldilocks in the back, and then it turns around and shows the mustache. It didn't look nothing like me, but it was hilarious. Recommend you a handyman in Tennessee. Would like to find people like you here. Um, I don't know any handyman in Tennessee. I am from Florida, but who knows? You hang out here long enough. We do have a bunch of people here from Tennessee on a regular basis. So you never know. We might be able to find you somebody. Uh, just Kathy, not a wandering gypsy. Howdy, howdy, Kathy. What's happening? Loose screw ram Miss Kim. What's happening? So yeah, I mean, you never know. Like I said, there's a lot of people here from Tennessee on a regular basis. So we got them from pretty much all over the world. So I'd love to be able to help you on that. And if you need something that you want to try and do yourself, I used to be a contractor, and there's pretty much nothing I can't build or fix. So send me an email, and if I can help you do that, I'll be more than happy to try and talk you through that. Let me catch back up here. It jumped on me again. We just curl up and get all poopy in Eat Bay, California, right? Yeah, but just think, man, you can get you one, Brett. You can get you one of them big old '70s pick and pick it all out, and Ace is in here. There she is. I didn't see her. She snuck in on me. The old stuff, latest forever. They need fixed. They fixed it. Thank you. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, net detective. Anytime I can help, more than happy. Send me an email, and if I can talk you through it, and you want to try and do it yourself, or just got a question about construction, I been in the construction business for years and years, and there's pretty much nothing I can't do. So I'd be more than happy to try and talk you through it, or give you advice on that. So, um, oh, there's trouble, Miss Kim. Kim, I won't let him give you too hard of a time tonight. Uh, Upstate New York, look like David. You might be right, David Moffat. Yeah, David Moffat is upstate New York, kind of. Okay. Speech to gibberish. uh, oh, you been here? Oh, sorry, Ace. I didn't even see you pop in there. I must have been when it was in the middle of jumping on me. There's Gwen. Uh, Saratoga there. Okay. I used to think the old 70s afros. I used to have a friend back in the day when I was going to school, high school. And man, he was a little bitty skinny guy, and he had one of them great big old afros. And we used to give him a hard time because they always had like 2 or 3 picks sticking out of it all the time. We used to give him a hard time about it. I was always telling him, where's my comb at? Where'd my wallet go? He's like, yeah, it might be in here somewhere. Sabotage is my favorite album. Missed all of that one too. Okay. Wife said I don't listen or something like that. Men have selective hearing once you've been married for so long. The things like beer, foot massage, back massage, football, those words somehow they manage to stick in there somewhere when they're going through. Everything else kind of goes. There's Miss Rose. What's happening? Yeah, I don't know why. It was a comedian did that. I've seen a comedian here. Oh God, the big poofy guy that said something about that wives and how men react to wives and how they talk. Teresa, what'd she say? I'm in Pennsylvania. There isn't anybody around here like that. People look at me like I'm crazy because I live something like you, right? Well, this is a country, free country, man. Just do whatever we got. Well, thank you very much, Net Detective. Yeah, like I said, if I can help anytime, come on in. We go live every Tuesday night at 5 o'clock. And sometimes I'm a little more fun. I'm just a little bit run down tonight. So I'm a little slow on the slow tonight. If that makes sense. See, I can't even think right tonight. It's like the connection between here and here is not working very well tonight. I don't listen and say something else, right? Kim, LOL. Kim loves it when I give her a hard time. It's her husband that doesn't. I have an idea. See, I would like to run you by you. Goes to the water runoff up there. It's outside the box, but might work. Okay, well, give me a call. Give me a call tomorrow, though, after work. I am going to be whooped tonight. I already got 3 calls I got to deal with tonight already. So, you need a diaper on your head. I'm not even going to ask why, Brett. That's called being smart, right? Oh man. Yeah, I still can't lean flat back on this chair yet. So I was trying to do that in Joe's truck, trying to like when I sit in his truck and I lean back. Thank God that one spot of my back doesn't actually hit his seat. So like I can sit there and be somewhat comfortable, but this one there's a little hump that sticks out right there, and that's exactly where that spot's at. So well, Teresa, tell him there ain't nothing stopping him but air and opportunity. Probably the winning lotto might help, but yeah, it's beautiful here. I mean, I really enjoy like even the bigger city like Russellville, even the bigger city, like if you go to a town that size in Florida, uh, you're not gonna get. Which one is behind me? Oh yeah, all three of them. All three of them are laying right here. You're outnumbered, Judy. Yep. uh, that's actually a dog door and a water cooler. Yep, she's that's the spoiled one that you're seeing right here. That's Miss Bandy. It's called nagging in any man's state. No, it's not nagging, man. You can't call it nagging, Paul, because you know what'll happen? Then you get stuff thrown at you. And women, for some reason, they can't throw a baseball across the yard, but they can pick up a shoe or something else and make it do around four corners and through three doors to hit you. My mom was good about that. I could smart off and she could grab that shoe and that shoe would go through down the hallway, through the door, over the bed and on the floor, still get you. Puppies project, yeah, they protect, yeah. These guys are real protective. And right now they're being lazy bums. If you want to see one, if you haven't been here before, come here, Bandy. Come here, Bandy. Let me show you one up close. Come here. They all kind of look the same. Bandy's just got that little dark interface, but this is my spoiled one. Huh? You my spoiled girl? Yeah. And then I got the other girl over there. She got her ears all standing up. That's why it's another wife, right? Well, again, see, if you quit calling it nagging, Paul, it wouldn't be. That's not the way it would be. uh, Judy has annual and semi. I'm leaving that one alone. Only because she knows where I live. Semi-annual reminders and daily reminders. I know you're a sweetheart, Judy, but I also know that you got, you are live with a Cajun long enough, and I know if you rattle that chain too hard, you just go ahead and hide. Stay hidden for a while. uh, Ships from Timu warehouses in the U.S. Well, yeah, they do, but on the same note, they still got to be shipped here on a boat somewhere from China. I don't care, but a lot of people say, "Well, don't buy from China, don't buy this from China." You know what? I don't care as long as if it can still get it cheaper, and you know what, the United States jacking up the tariffs on it, and can still the U.S. economy, it helps the U.S. economy by doing that. Uh, I'm okay with it, yo. I mean, everybody's got to make a few dollars, and so what? Yeah, you get some Chinese stuff, but some of it's crap, but you know, there's a lot of American-made stuff that some of it's crap. So it's just it is what it is. So like I said, I don't stress all that kind of politics, that part of the country's politics. Like I'm not going to be all strictly American, made in America, because even in America, you buy a truck built in America, don't buy it one that's built on Friday. You know what? Because that fool is just trying to get the heck out of there on Friday so he can go party for the weekend. And don't buy one on Monday, because the chances are that other fool that might be assembling your parts on Monday might be hung over from the weekend. So, buy one Tuesday through Thursday that's built Tuesday through Thursday. Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of clothes made in China don't. Yeah, they don't. The sizes are not correct. Right, and that's the way I see it too, David. Like Harbor Freight, a lot of their tools, yeah. Granted, some of their tools are super cheap, but you know what? You don't. Some of the tools you got to go and buy there, like being in the construction business. like there'd be certain tools that we don't have to use every single job all the time. So you know what? If it makes it through that job, or maybe one or two more jobs after that, you know what? They paid for themselves. I don't care. I can throw it away afterwards. It's just cost of business, so it's no big deal. Well, right? Well, yeah, size big is tiny, but you figure big over in China. You know what I mean? Last thing I bought on Amazon was a teeth cleaner for dogs. It didn't work. Right? Send it back to China. Put it on the slow boat. But then don't do that because it'll take you forever to get your money back. The tools are just one or two jobs and they're messy. All make. But I mean, but there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and I agree, Rick. That's why I say that's why I don't get into making it all messy. I don't care about all that. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the same stuff everywhere you go. So, like I said, I don't mind if I buy stuff from over here, if it's made over here, made over there. I don't give a darn. And whatever the governments want to do to make money on it, you know what? Do your thing. I don't care. Uh, you get what you pay for. If you want it to last, you got to pay. That's it. And it doesn't matter what you buy, Scott. If you want something to last, even even if you pay for it, a lot of times, because I have paid good money for good tools and have them last a month, and then I paid crap money, for really tiny money for crap tools, and they last. I've still got some of them. I mean, I've got a Harbor Freight sander that I've had for 8, 9 years, and the thing is still kicking. Wanda Henry, what's happening? Yeah, so like I said, it don't matter to me. All that, the whole world politics. I don't care, and I don't care where in the world you're from, what you do for a living, who you love, anything like that. If you're a good person to me, I'm going to be a good person to you, and that's just as simple as that. You know, I mean, if you want to be a dirtbag to me, well, you know what? I just won't deal with you. I won't go out of my way to go hurt you, but I'm not gonna, I'm just not gonna deal with you. That's just all there is to it. So I just try to avoid all that. I mean, that's just, to me, that's just the best way to live. If somebody does you wrong, well, you know what? They did me wrong. You know, I'll probably talk bad about you for a good while, but you know what I mean? Like this dirtbag just stole my chainsaw and I heard him over there running it the other day. And, and got me for all that money out of that work. So, and we all know who I'm talking about. So if you're around here local, his name was Bo. Yeah. Yeah, and I like Harbor Freight too. I do, Jan. Harbor Freight, like I said, they got some good stuff. Uh, the big companies yeah, I agree. And a lot of that is our Senate and our Congress, taking advantage of all that, getting all the kickbacks for allowing stuff to come and in the country that shouldn't be, or passing laws for certain things. And you see so much of that corruption up there. I mean, come on, everybody knows. You get elected, to Congress, and you've only got a couple $100,000 in the bank, and you're only making a couple $100,000 a year. How are you within 6 months worth $5 million? Really? But yet, oh no, I didn't do nothing. I did nothing wrong. Anti-social, buy silver. I agree. Buy gold. uh, right. Right. Oh, that's too funny. Looks like we got a 6-minute warning. Oh man. Oh, Brian is slacking. Normally he gives me my 6-minute warning. He didn't give it to me this time. I beat you to it, Brian. uh, I agree, Judy. Powder both ends, right? Buy ammo and water. Yeah. I am doing grand, Danny. How are you? Just grand. Uh, there's Paul giving me the 5-minute warning. Seeing a 4-minute warning. I'm still seeing a 6-minute warning. See? Oh, I see what it was. It took the clock a minute to get over there to Paul. It took 2 minutes to get to David. Well, how is that possible? Are you going the same way? I'm glad to hear that, Danny. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, Brian's eating. That's why. Uh, oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm having to crack and snap, crackle, and pop over here. And we will see you soon. You coming down? Does that mean y'all coming down, Jen? Huh? Tell me. November. Cool. Well, that's next month. That's awesome. Well, a little over a month anyway. September's pretty much done with, so that's wait a few minutes, right? I think the minute got lost, went halfway across, and I had to come back and drop yours off and go back. Mini bikes with sidecars. Oh man, I gotta see that. All right, Judy, we'll see y'all soon. Yeah, it's getting that time, y'all. We got about 3 minutes here, so I think we're gonna go ahead and give everybody the shutdown notice, and this way everybody can take a break before they go check out the other channels. In fact, Walmart stuff comes from Timo in China because I ordered from Walmart and it came from there, right? Yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter anymore. So it's just a matter of go buy it. If you like it, enjoy it. If it's not, it's crap. Tell somebody else, hey, don't buy that. It's crap. I do, Danny. It's on the main channel there. It's Junk to Gems 3. Yeah, I would love to see that. I would definitely want to see that. So, all right, let's go ahead and give it a minute, a couple of minutes early out of here because I know it's going to say goodbye. If you crack a can of beer and flip it straight up and over into your glass, will not overflow a sud. Really? Be my luck that I would break the glass or it would pour all over my lap. All right, Ace. Good night, Ace. See you soon. Miss Journey with Grace. See you soon. All right, everybody else, y'all hit that thumbs up for you on your way out, and let's see if we can get them subscribers. I was right at 12,000, y'all, or 11,700 and something, and then all of a sudden lost a bunch of them. So I guess they didn't like my outfit on that one video, so that's all right. But hopefully they'll come back and give me some love, and we're gonna try to hit 12,000 before that. I'd love to see 12,000 or 12,000 by the end of the year. That's my goal. It's only like a couple hundred away. 12,000 by then. So anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. We got a minute left, y'all. So I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining me on every Tuesday night. And don't forget, we're live at 5. All right. So we'll see y'all soon. All right. Good night, guys. Hit the button already. You're 4 hours.